I know back to school shopping will have some of you all stressed about money, but here's the thing. On Sunday, August 24th, we're about to bless hundreds of families. My personal barber, Way Too Sharp Barbershop, and AO Enterprise, myself, are giving away free, fresh haircuts for kids. I said it, free. Also, backpacks filled with school supplies. Free food provided by Flavor to Food Truck, bounce houses, live DJ, and so much more with the grand prize of laptops. Now, these are going to go fast. These are first come, first served. And so on Sunday from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Way Too Shop Barbershop off of 7091 Berry Road in Accokeek, Maryland, I want you there. And I want to be real with you. Your kids deserve to walk into the classroom feeling like the kings and the queens they are. Don't let them start unprepared when we're literally handing out for free everything they need to get started. We want to help you. We want to be a blessing. So bring your kids, tell your friends and family, and let's show up as a community on August 24th. Let's have some fun. Let's get some fresh haircuts and start this school year off correct. I'll see you all August 24th at 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Check the show notes for the address again. God bless. I am going to be exposing the one trick that saved me close to, actually a little bit more than $800 on my personal car insurance. You see, car insurance rates have jumped 26% in just the last 2 years. If you've been with the same company for years, you're getting hit the hardest. My insurance bill went up by $340 a month. A month. But see, your boy, I pay it yearly. So it went up $4,000 more per year. So me spending about 1 hour of my time doing some research put $590 a month back in my pocket. That's $7,080 for me a year back into my pocket. They use algorithms to figure out the maximum amount they can charge you and I specifically before we switch companies. See, it's all about how do we use our money to make more money to be smart. Let me get straight to it on today's show. I am going to be exposing the one trick that saved me close to, actually a little bit more than $800 on my personal car insurance. Insurance companies are literally praying you never find out about this, what I am going to talk about today. Because I want to be real with you from the very, very beginning. They've been keeping this a secret for years, making billions of dollars off people who don't know what I am about to share. And by the end of today's show, you're going to know more about how insurance companies really work than 99% of people out there. And here's the thing. This isn't just theory, all right? I'm going to show you the exact step-by-step process that I used, that thousands of our In the Black community have also used to cut their insurance bill in half. So, if you're tired of getting bent over by the insurance companies every 6 months, when that renewal comes in, I need you to stick to the end because every minute of today's show is going to be a crucial part of you getting your insurance check cut in half. This is going to change how you think about car insurance forever. Here's what's really happening out there, all right? And when I started doing my research, I got really upset. You see, car insurance rates have jumped 26% in just the last 2 years. Let me put that into perspective for you. The average American is now paying $1,895 per year for car insurance. That's up from $1,500 just 2 years ago. So that's an extra $395 coming out of your pocket with no accidents, no claims, nothing has changed on your end. But here is where it gets crazy. And this is where they really get over on a lot of us. The rate increase aren't the same for everyone. If you've been with the same company for years, you're getting hit the hardest. Some people are seeing a 40%, 50%, and even a 60% increase. I had a young lady in our community, a single mom, 3 kids, been with State Farm, oh my goodness, for 12 years. She was a loyal customer, never missed a payment, has a clean driving record, had no accidents, no speeding tickets. Her renewal rate came in at $347 per month. That's over $4,000 a year for a 2018 Honda Accord. I want you to think about that. She's driving a vehicle that is 5 years old, and she's paying $4,000 a year for it. And when she called to ask why, you know what they told her? Well, costs are going up everywhere. That's it. No real explanation, no other options. We're not going to reward you for being a loyal customer. No, just pay it or you can leave. Family, they are literally banking on your loyalty and your laziness and your fear of change. They know most people will just pay the increase rather than shop around. And that's exactly how they're making real profit, record profits, while you're struggling to pay your bills, while you're struggling to get food on your table. I want to be real with you for a second. You see, we're living in a world where everybody's got advice about everything. From your finances to your mental health, even down to your relationships. But here's the thing. How do you know what actually works specifically for you? If I'm being vulnerable, I've been there. Scrolling through endless tips and tricks on Instagram and listening to relationship experts who are single on Clubhouse, feeling more confused than when I started. And that's why I started therapy with BetterHelp. And family, I gotta be honest, it was the best decision I ever made. You see, BetterHelp isn't just some app. They've got over 30,000 licensed professional therapists who actually know what they are doing. And with a 4.9 out of 5-star rating review from over 1.7 million different people, it's clear that this actually works. And here's what I love. You can literally hop on a session from anywhere. Car, your office, soccer game, wherever you need that support. And if your therapist isn't the right fit, man, this is amazing. You can switch with absolutely no drama and absolutely no hassle. Whether you're dealing with relationship issues, stress, setting healthy boundaries, or just trying to level up mentally, therapy isn't just for people with major trauma. It's for anyone, including yourself, who wants to become the best version of themselves, better fathers, wives, partners. Listen, my listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/AO. Again, that's betterhelp.com/AO. Family, please do not sleep on your mental health. You deserve that support. Now, talked about her. Let me tell you why I know this system inside and out now, and why you can trust me and about what I am about to share with you. Step-by-step process. I'm going to be transparent with you all for the very first time on this show. I have 2 high-end exotic cars and 1 car that I drive every single day. And yes, I pay cash for all of them. No car payments, no leasing, pay cash. You see, I too have been with State Farm for over 10 years. Before State Farm, I was with Geico. Every year, State Farm went up. But honestly, I'm like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm the money guy. And I never thought I should change. I was comfortable, I trusted them. I figured, hey, I'm getting what I'm paying for. I got 2 exotic cars, so it should be expensive. Well, in May of this year, 2025, it was time to re-sign. My bill went from $860 a month to $1,200 a month. Family, I'm gonna be real with you. Excuse my French. I don't mean to disrespect nobody, especially my Christian world, but your boy was pissed off. That's a $340 increase in 1 year. That's over $4,000 more per year. Let me say this in a way you understand. My insurance bill went up by $340 a month. A month. But see, your boy, I pay it yearly. So it went up $4,000 more per year. So I called them too. I said, yo, and I actually called my representative. I said, yo, I've never been in a car accident. I pay you all yearly. My credit score has even gone up since 10 years ago. What's up? My rep told me the same thing he told that young lady. Man, this is normal. Everything right now is expensive. Lumber is expensive, food's expensive, car insurance is expensive. Everyone is going up. And if I'm being honest with you, I honestly just listened to the brother. I didn't even do no research, and I'm supposed to be the money guy. But I fell into the same trap as everyone else. I just accepted it. Then one day, I had to make that payment. The payment came out of my account. And again, excuse my French, but your boy was pissed the heck off. I said, oh, heck no, heck no, heck no, heck no. I said, boy, you're gonna sit here and you're gonna do some research. I went to every insurance company that insures in my area and insures exotic cars. I get a quote back from Allstate saying, we can insure all of your vehicles, watch this, for $610 a month. Excuse me? Remember, family, your boy was paying $1,200 a month. So me spending about 1 hour of my time doing some research put $590 a month back in my pocket. That's $7,080 for me a year back into my pocket. 1 hour of work for over $7,000 in savings. And here's the craziest part. The coverage with Allstate was actually even better. Better customer service, in my personal opinion, same deductible, but more comprehensive coverage. Now, this is not an Allstate, this is not an Allstate insurance ad. No. It's not. But family, if I, the guy who teaches people how to get out of debt, how to build wealth, how to budget, if I can fall into this trap, then I am pretty sure the majority of you all are paying more on your car insurance right now. But that one experience opened up my eyes to how this whole system really works. And I got so pissed off that I said, you know what, when I come off a vacation, I am going to do a show and teach my community, my people, how to save money. Because you all know, I want to remind you all, for the first time, I want to remind you, not remind you, I want to share this. We are no longer going by E3 community. We are now going by, we are in the Black community. You are a part of the in the Black community because a lot of us are in the red, and I want to get us in the Black. I want to get us into the positive to where we're building wealth, because by 2053, if you are specifically African American and or a minority watching this, they're saying and they're estimating by 2053 that you and I will have zero to negative net worth. And I said, you know what? No, I'm going to go back to school and learn as much and everything as I can about money, because I want to make sure that my brothers and sisters can be in the Black by 2053. And if we're going to be in the Black by 2053, we got to be saving money in all areas, not just in one particular area, but no, in all areas. We can't afford to overspend. We can't. So I gotta pull the curtain back and show you how this insurance industry really works. Because once you understand this, everything else is gonna make sense and you're gonna put money back in your pocket. Because insurance companies make money in two specific ways. Number one, collecting more in premiums than they put out in claims. And then watch this, which is smart for the company. They invest your premium payments into the stock market and bonds. So we make a premium, They collect more than they actually put out. What they collect, they take that and they go sit with an investor and they invest the millions and billions into their company. Here's the key. They use something called price optimization. I think that's the correct word of saying it. Sounds fancy. But here's what it really means. They use algorithms to figure out the maximum amount they can charge you and I, specifically before we switch companies. They gather all of our data. And this should be up on the screen. This is the data they're looking at for you. How long you've been with them, because longer equals higher prices. Your shopping behavior. Do you compare prices? Because you know, once you go out there and you start shopping around and comparing updated prices, it sends a trigger to the algorithm. Hey, John Doe, hey, Anthony ONeal is looking for prices. They also, number 3, your payment method. Did you know that automatic payments equals higher prices? Because your brain is not every single month being reminded that you have to actually make this high payment. Number 4, your demographics, your age, location, and job, and your credit score. And then they set your prices based on what they think you'll tolerate. Watch this. Not what your coverage is actually worth. Did you know that insurance industries has something called the loyalty penalty? The longer you stay with the company, the more they charge you. It's completely backwards from what we would expect. But here are the real numbers. Customers who stay on average 1 to 2 years pay an average about $1,427 per year. Those same customers who extend and go from 3 to 5 years pay an average of about $1,678 per year. Then customers who stay 6 or more years pay on average about $2,000 per year. Same coverage, same risk, but loyal customers are paying on average about $500 more per year. They're literally punishing us for being loyal and for being lazy. Meanwhile, new customers get a welcome discount of 10 to 25%. They'll get a promotional rate for the first 6 to 12 months. They'll even get better customer service. Why? Because they're trying to impress you. I've been doing my research. and I found another way that they're getting over on us, especially within the Black community. You see, in most states, insurance companies can use your credit score to actually set your rate. They claim people with lower credit scores file more claims. What? But here's the truth. There's almost no correlation between credit scores and driving ability. I did the research. There's no studies, there's no facts or stats that they're saying that a person with a 500 credit score is going to be a worse driver than a person with an 800 credit score. What this really does is create poverty tax. If you're struggling financially, if you've fallen on hard times, they charge you more for the exact same coverage. It's a system designed to keep people down. But here is the good news. Your credit score changes. So should your insurance rates. If your credit has improved because you've been using my companies like Kickoff and Dovely to help you get more, right? And these are 2 free services that can help you get your credit score up just by using AI and by using their free services. You can go to the premium if you want, but you can get your credit score up in between 30 and 80 points within a matter of 90 days. And I'm going to make sure that we put those 2 credit companies inside of today's show notes. I want you to go and check out Dovely and check out Kickoff and sign up today. Because if your credit has improved, you are overpaying by hundreds of dollars per year. So I want to give you the strategy that's going to change your financial life, and that's going to save you anywhere between 10 to almost 50% of what you're paying right now. And I call it the 6-month rule. And it's based on how the insurance industries actually work. Most shop for insurance, I would say once a year, or worse, they just let it go on auto renew forever. And that's what I did with State Farm. But here's what insurance companies know that how do I say this? Here's what they know that you don't. Rates change consistently. Did you know that every single month, sometimes even every week and every day, rates are changing? So if you go today and you see a rate, it can change tomorrow. It can go up and it can go down. Insurance companies are constantly adjusting their rates based on the following factors. Number one, competition. Trying to steal customers from other companies, which is a healthy thing to do. I like that, right? But two, claims data. If they had a real bad month last month, well, they're going to raise the rates the next month because they want to make up for a bad month. Number three, market conditions. What's the interest rates looking like right now? What's the investment returns? And the last thing is what I call the law changes. What new laws have come out and what new requirements are there? These are how insurance companies are constantly adjusting their rates. And you have to know this as you are shopping. So if you're shopping once a year, you're missing 11 months of potential savings. And the 6-month rule is simple. Shop for new insurance every 6 months, right before your renewal. Not after you get the renewal notice, like I did, but do it before. Here's why this works so well. You catch rate changes before they hit your renewal. Okay? You qualify for new customer discounts more frequently. And watch this, you can negotiate with your current company using competing quotes as long as it has the same coverage. So I went to Allstate. I got my quote from Allstate. I went back to State Farm. They were offering me $1,200. They came down to like $900, but they couldn't get down to $610. I said, I'm staying right here. Here's another thing. Your risk profile changes. Maybe you moved. Maybe you got married. Maybe because you rock with Kickoff and Dovely, you improved your credit score. Listen to me. I'm about to give you the steps that I use to save money. I need you to dial in, and I need you to do these steps today. When you get done watching this show, I need you to do this today. I don't care if you save $50 a month. That's $50 that can go towards your grocery bill, go towards your gas bill, go towards paying off your debt and your debt snowball. Put $50 into your investment account, like what we're learning from myself and from my boy Courtney, who has this new show called Everyday Investor. I don't care if you can save $40 a month. Save the money.
What happens to your family if something happened to you? I'm gonna ask that again. What happens to your family when something happens to you? You see, life insurance feels scary, it feels complicated, and even expensive. But here's the thing, it doesn't have to be anymore. Most of us are walking around with no life insurance policy, but we have a name brand item. Thinking, I'm young, I'm healthy, I got time. Family, I want to be honest with you, I'm so sorry. That's not faith. That is pure foolishness. Here's what I love about my friends over at Ethos. They've made getting term life insurance 100% simple. No medical exams, no waiting weeks for approval. You can get a quote online in literally 10 minutes like myself and get approved the exact same day. We're talking coverage from $100,000 up to $2 million with absolutely no blood work for way less than what you actually think. Term life insurance is pure protection at a fraction of the cost of whole life insurance. Look, a healthy 30-year-old can get a $500,000 policy for about $25 a month. That's less than your Netflix and Spotify combined. Listen, your family deserves to be protected. Don't leave them struggling to pay bills and funeral costs because you kept putting this off. While you're in heaven, smiling, your family's down here stressed because of your poor decisions. Listen, stop playing games with your family's future. Get your free quote today in 10 minutes by going to anthonyoneal.com/ethos. Again, go to anthonyoneal.com/ethos. And I promise you, you will feel way better and sleep better at night. All right, let's get back to today's show. Here's step number 1. Inside of the 6-month rule, I need you to set a calendar reminder, right? Set a reminder for 30 days before your current policy expires. I need you to go and look at your insurance policy, look on your insurance card and see when does it expire. If it expires December 1st, for an example of this year, I need you to set an a reminder for November 1 and put look up car insurance. This gives you time to shop without rushing. But for today, I want everyone to skip to step number 2, because this is going to save you money. I want you to gather your information. Here's the information that you're going to need. Your current policy details. I need you to know your coverage amounts, your deductibles, your comprehensive, everything. I need you to get your driver's license number for everyone on the policy. Get all your vehicle information, your VIN numbers, and the mileage. And also identify what cars you use the most. Like if you have multiple cars like me or a couple of cars like myself, which car do you use the most? And what car, maybe just your fun car, your weekend car, or you and your spouse or yourself, you don't drive that car as much. And what is your current address and how long have you lived there? If you've lived there less than 3 years, I need you to get your previous address because they're going to want to know that. Then you're going to do the step number 3. You're going to go to anthonyoneal.com/car insurance and you're going to get multiple quotes. And this is where most people mess up. They get one quote and call it all good. No, you need to get at least 3 to 5 quotes to see the real market. And that's why I've created this tool that will help you do just this. And it will only take you 10 minutes to compare 3 to 5 companies that took me an hour of my time. Because while I was doing this, I was like, yo, wait a minute, wait. I know my community. My in the Black community is not going to want to spend an hour, 2 hours. They're single parents and working 2 jobs and got to come home and be a mom and help out with schoolwork. Got to come home and be a wife, be a husband. Like they don't have this time. And we are living in a day and time to where convenience is better. So I've partnered with the company to help you all just type in some basic information on my website. AnthonyONeal.com/car insurance. Type in your vehicle, type in your zip code, type in what kind of coverage you want. Then it's going to give you at least 3 to 5 companies with their quotes. And you'll be able to see, okay, wait, is this better than what I have? Which goes down to number 4. You got to compare apples to apples. And this is crucial. Make sure you're comparing the exact same coverage. Don't just look at the bottom line price. I need you to check the following things because this is crucial. This is important. Liability limits, 25, 50, 25 versus 100, 300, 100. Deductibles, 500 versus 1,000. Additional coverage, rental car, roadside assistance if that's what you want. I need you to compare apples to apples. And this tool at AnthonyONeal.com/car insurance is going to help you do that. And step 5 is negotiate with the current company before you switch. Seriously. I want you to call your company with the best competing quote and say this exactly. Hey, State Farm, I've been a loyal customer for 7 years, 3 years, 2 years, 10 years. But I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I'm getting quotes from Allstate, from Geico, from Progressive that's offering me X amount of dollars less per month. I'm gonna be real with you. I would love to stay because I would hate to, get a refund for my money and et cetera, et cetera. Can you all match this rate? I can send it over to you so you can see. And I'll be honest with you. Some of the people within our community who I've been teaching this to in the Black community, man, they've been doing this. And I'll say about 50% of the companies have been able to match. And the other 50% of the companies, because the number just dropped so drastically like mine's from 1,200 to 600, they just couldn't match that. That's a huge loss to that particular company, right? So you'll be surprised of who can match. But if they won't budge, then you know it's time to switch. Now, let me say this. Some of you are saying, Anthony, I've already paid yearly. I've already paid for this month. And I think some of you may know this, but a lot of you all may not know this. When I switched, I had already paid them yearly. I had already paid them a lot of money, right, for the yearly rate. Because I switched, they issued a refund check, right, in the amount of what I didn't use for the days. So I signed for 6 months. And so I think I was only with them for about not even 15 days. So they refunded me for 5 months and like 15 days. They prorated that and they sent me back a check. And so even if when you go in there today, like Anthony, I've already paid, that's cool. Get the quote today, get it locked in today. Do not cancel the insurance company before you lock in with the other company, and they will send you back a refund check for the days and the months that you did not use. But I want to give you some advanced strategies that's going to really help you save a lot of money that most people miss, that I really, really do, to make sure that I get the lowest premium. Because again, remember, this is in the Black community. We are trying to get out of the red, into the black, into the positive. So the strategy number one that I use is your deductible optimization. Here's some math that'll blow your mind. Let's say you're paying $150 a month with a $500 deductible. If you raise that to $1,000 deductible, you might pay right around $110, $120 a month. That's almost a $400 per year savings. That's a lot of money. Now, you only lose money if you have a claim and the extra $500 costs more than what you saved. But the average person goes 3 to 5 years before any claims. So you could be saving $1,000 to about $2,000 before you even break even on a claim. And if you stretch it, if you are doing what I teach in my escape plan, I teach you to set aside at least 3 to 6 months, bare minimum, of your average net pay. So if the average person in America is making around $50,000 a year, you should have anywhere between $15,000 to $20,000, $25,000 inside your savings. Let's say you're getting out of debt. Well, you should have at least 1 month of your net pay set inside your high yield savings account. So this way you should have anywhere between $2,500 to $3,500 sitting inside of your high yield savings. Why am I saying this, Anthony? Because I actually went higher on my deductible to keep my premium low, because I'm a good driver and I want to give them all this money so they can take that money and invest it, and they make money off of me, and I can't keep as much of my money as possible to invest. No. So I went up to a $2,000 deductible. And yes, you can do that, but you can only do that if you have that money sitting inside your high yield savings. I'm getting deeper here. You got $20,000 inside your high yield savings. If you're with SoFi, for an example, right, they're giving you right at 4% on an interest rate if you're using their premium product. I'll put them inside of today's show notes as well to get their high yield savings account. Watch this. You open up a high yield savings account. I'm about to teach you how to get this deductible. You open up a high yield savings account with SoFi, partner that with a checking account. They're going to put $300 inside of your account. Then they're going to give you 4% of your money. So within a matter
of about 2 years, you can have your $1,000 to $2,000 inside of your high yield savings account from money that you did not specifically save because you used the high yield interest. It's all about being smart. If the average person is going 3 to 5 years without a claim, you know yourself, you know you're a driver. I have not been in an accident in over 10 years. My high yield savings has paid for my deductible. Not me. See, it's all about how do we use our money to make more money to be smart. That's how the rich people, that's how the wealthy people are thinking. Oh, shoot, I gotta save. No. I already got to set aside at least 3 to 6 months of my net pay. Let me put that money inside of an account. That's one going to give me a bonus for opening up an account. That's $300. So I'm already down to $700. Okay, cool. Over the next 2 to 3 years, they're going to pay me $1,000 because I got $20, $25, $30,000 in there. Man, that's easy money. My claim is there. Here's strategy number 2, the coverage audit, right? Most people are either overinsured or underinsured. And here's what you actually need. You need liability coverage, should be at least 100, 300, 100. That's $100,000 per person, $300,000 per accident, $100,000 for property damage. If your car is worth less than $4,000, consider dropping comprehensive and collision. Do not pay full coverage for a car that is worth $4,000. The beater that I have, I can't even really call it a beater, but the car that I drive on a daily basis, I don't have full coverage on it because I don't need it. Like I don't have to have full coverage on that. I don't. So my premium is low. I have enough coverage if I hit somebody, I have property and health, but I don't need it covering me because I got money in my savings account. I can just go buy another car. But I drive super safe. Here's another thing. If you have good health insurance, you might not need medical payment coverage for yourself. Have that for the others, but not for yourself. Rent-a-car coverage is usually overpriced. If you got another car, if you got a connection at a rent-a-car company, man, don't pay for that. Here's strategy number 3. The discount audit insurance companies offer dozens of discounts, but they don't automatically apply them. You have to ask. And here's one of the big ones, which a lot of you all should know this. Multiple policies, homeowners, auto insurance, renter's insurance, term life insurance, when you can have multiple policies up underneath one. Good driving discount. You have no accidents, no tickets within the last 3 to 5 years. If you're a student, if you're in school, man, they're going to give you a good discount. Some of you all may not want to do this. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't do this because I have real fun cars. But if you apply like where they can track your speed, here's a positive. If you are a speed limit driver, do it because that can save you about 5 to 10% of your bill. But the downfall is, trust me, I know, if you put this device inside of your car and you go above the speed limit, you're going to go up on your premiums because now they're considering you a high risk because they're tracking how you drive. So if you know you don't drive the speed limit, and I'm talking about the speed limit is 65, you're driving 65 or less. The moment you go to 66, for them, you drive above the speeding limit. This is a risky driver. Another one that I found out recently, is low mileage discount. Now, I'm a man of integrity and character. I'm not telling you to lie. But if you drive less than 12,000 miles per year, they consider that a discount because that car is not on the road a lot. Another one is professional discounts and safety feature discounts. You know, anti-lock brakes. We all know that part, right? So listen, I really wanted to spend some time and help you understand how to do this. The key thing here is to gather all your information. And immediately after this show, I want you to just go 10 minutes on your lunch break. Don't do it while you're driving.
Maybe do it while you're walking, because you can do it on your phone on my website. And the best time to really change, here's the last strategy. And I tell you all this every single time. When you are going to buy something, when you are selling, when there is a commission towards it, the last and the best strategy, timing the game insurance companies, because they give out so much. And the best time to shop for car insurance is at the end of the month, because agents need to hit monthly quotes. The end of the quarter, so it's going to be month March, June, September, and December. Mid-month policies starts right around there. Companies often have better rates for non-standard dates. So if you're watching this right now, I would highly recommend that you pause, that you get it, and you do it. Because I know a lot of you, you don't want to call 6 or 7 insurance companies. You don't want to get quotes. You don't really want to spend all your time comparing coverage, because that could take forever. And I get it. But that's my job. It's to serve you and to help you and to give you tools and resources that can help you do the right thing and save. Because you're right. You're right. It's a lot of hours. And that's why I created this tool, to make the process simple for our In the Black community. This tool, it does exactly what I just taught you. And it does it in under 10 minutes. First, go do it. Go to anthonyoneal.com/car insurance. Type in the information. You're going to answer maybe 5 or 6 questions. And they're going to show you 3 to 4 companies. This tool compares rates from over 20 top-rated insurance companies throughout America. And you're going to get 3 that specifically cover your vehicles within your region. Second, it's accurate. You're not getting fake quotes that change when you actually apply. No, these are real, bindable quotes based on your actual information. Just don't lie on the information. If you've been in a car accident, if you filed a claim, tell the truth so you can get accurate information. The only way this information will change is if you did not reveal the truth. And then third, it shows you the coverage difference. It's not just about finding the cheapest price, but it's about finding the best value. And this tool breaks it all the way down. And here's the best part as we close out today's show. It's completely free to use. All you have to do is go to anthonyoneal.com/car insurance and start saving money today. Listen, I want you to go do it. And when you get done with this tool, I want you to comment below. Let me know, once you got this tool, how much money did you save? Comment below. And then when you get the insurance policy, I want someone, this is what I'm going to do. I just said this now. Email me. Email Anthony@anthonyoneal.com. And I want to have a contest within my community only, right? And how do I know you're in my community? Is by joining the email list. What I mean by this, you go to anthonyoneal.com, you join the community, give me your first name and your email address. Now you're stamped. And what I'm going to do is whoever saved the most, I'm going to pay for 1 month of your car insurance. We're releasing this show in the month of August. By the end of August, September 1st, whoever actually used this tool and whoever saved the most money, I am going to pay for 1 month of your car insurance. That's right. How do we know this, Anthony? You're going to send me a picture of your current policy, and you're going to send me a picture of the new policy that you got from my website, anthonyoneal.com/car insurance. I need to see current. I was paying $250 a month. New policy, I went through Anthony ONeal's website. I'm now paying $150 a month. You say the 100. I know some of y'all saying, well, Anthony, what if there's a tie? Then my team and I, we're going to just put all the people who saved the most, if there was a tie, and then we're going to just pull one from there and go from there. And then we're going to notify people by my email list. All right. Listen, it's 40 minutes. I've been trying to do this show within about 25, 30 minutes, but this was an important show for me. I hope that this helped you. It taught you something, and I hope that you will use this tool. I promise you, this tool helped me, and this tool will help you save money. Remember, we are now in the Black community. We are all shooting to get to in the Black and to stay in the Black and to make sure that our children start off in the Black. It's your boy Anthony ONeal. I'll see you in the next show. Peace out.